Hey everyone, Marlon's asked me to do a video about my thoughts on Ange and where I stand with him. So this is going to be very blunt. Bear in mind this is Tottenham Hotspur TV here, so I'm not going to hold back. I'm vehemently Ange out, and I'm going to give my reasons. So let's go back to where we were 20 years ago, even to that effect, and also just where the club is now. A lot of people last season were saying Ange was playing one of the best attacking football we've ever seen. My rebuttal to that is Poch and Redknapp play better football. A lot of people who say, why do you criticise Ange in his football, always bring the Conte and Jose argument up, saying that, oh, they played so defensive and blah, blah, blah. Well, they actually have a higher win percentage than Ange as well, Jose and Conte. So go check your facts. Also, I'm Ange out because I just hate his tactics. I think these are so exposed. We're the only team that I know of in Europe's top 5 leagues who doesn't play with a number 6 or a defensive midfielder of any sort. Bear in mind, he did sell Højbjerg and Skip during the summer, and we didn't actually replace them with any sort of like senior midfielder, let alone a DM. He's also said yes to all signings supposedly, including Timo Werner twice. So that for me is like the end. And also just talks a lot of nonsense in his press conferences. So he's telling people we can challenge for the league and blah, blah, blah. Now, if he was not like this, and for me, it's too late now, it's too far gone. But if he was, say, for example, telling us to calm down, we are building for the future, blah, 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 and this is going to take a while, like 1 or 2 years, then maybe, or 3 years maybe, or I would have been on his side if he came out and said, you know, we're looking to catch up with the top teams within 2-3 years, rather than saying, well, we are going to be in the title race, or I want to be in the title race, and we're so far away from these teams. This is not just the Arsenal result. I alluded earlier in this video about past managers. Now, I even go back to Martin Jol, who had probably a worse squad than Ange does. Apart from the strikers, I remember Martin Jol has players like Timo Tainio, Noe Pamero, Eric Edmond. I know he scored that banger. You know, even Anthony Gardner, players like that who, okay, they're all right on their day. But if you look at the quality, it's not as good as Ange has. I mean, he didn't have a Madison back then, Martin Jol. He probably could have done with that. And he didn't have, you know, £65 million striker Solanke. And Jol will just go away to the top 6 and home to the top 6 and change his tactics. And does not change any of his tactics, and we're being hurt by it. Like I said, I'd be more on side with him if he did adapt and change tactics to the opposition. I'm not saying completely throw away the attacking football or completely throw away this inverted nonsense, which I don't like anyway, but it's in some games the tactics does work, because against the bottom 10, if you chuck more men forward and have better quality, you're probably going to win the game. But this whole we score more than them, they score more than us, I'm just going to end it with a video like this. Attack may win you games, but defenses win you titles. And Ange has not worked on a defensive shape at all. Set pieces is also still an issue. So there you go. We're not going to succeed under Ange. I'm sorry to burst your bubble.